Hi, we're just gonna go right into it. It's been a while since the last live streamed, and oh my gosh, Floor, how fast are you? Well, thank you for coming by. By the way, your video was just as creepy as the first one. I've been talking about that one guy in the game, but yes, it is great. But today we'll be doing an animation. I've been working on this since January or February, but I haven't been able to actually work too much on it. What I end up doing is just warming up, and then that warming up will take 2 hours or something, and I'm just like, I don't feel like doing it anymore. But oh, hi Harmony, welcome. But yeah, today is a spontaneous kind of live stream. I may, just as a heads up, have to AFK to help out Grandma whenever. I kind of explained why in the members video, but I do need to be more alert than before when I used to live stream. Anyways, so yes, you see, like in here, I have updated his design, and he is here. Let me just turn off the onion skin. So yeah, his design has changed a little bit as requested. He's always been wanting a kimono style. You can kind of see it in the background. It's not finished, the character sheet, but it was kind of necessary to do in order to animate a little bit more efficiently, I guess. So yep, that's the new lichen. The one up here on the top right is not. It's still kind of being used, but you know, this is like the very first design I've thought of. Gosh, I'm still getting used to Clip Studio Paint for animation. Hello, Bon. Yes, I am doing animation. Hi. Wait, did you change your name? Varulf? Jeez, Corda. Welcome back, you two. Yes, I'm doing a little bit of animation. Boom, boom, boom. It's a Power World animation. But do you recognize this guy? Do you recognize him, little fox boy? Yeah, it's actually one of the Power World games, or gaming videos I haven't released yet. I was hoping to release this animation before continuing those videos, those gaming videos. But it's during when we were playing and our voices are in there. So it's me and Lycan. As for what it's about, you'll have to see when it's finished. But again, I thought I'd kind of update you guys on what I've been doing, why I've disappeared. It's you, no. It is a fox, a firefox. These are still roughs. Thank you very much for this month's supporters. And also, I'm trying not to use the undo button too much this time. I've noticed that that's what causes me to just stop or just do things really, really slowly. Let's turn the light table off. So how have you guys been doing? Oh gosh. Lavender. Honestly, lavenders in a tree sounds pretty scary. Not gonna lie. That box explode. Yes, school can have drama, but so does work life. Oh, someone's playing Vintage Story. I think Floor will be very happy to hear that. Actually, I think Floor is playing Vintage Story right now. Oh right, I haven't shown you the design of what it looked like yet, huh? I don't know if you can see it in the background, but that is my new design. Kind of similar to the old one, but colors are pretty much the same, but the hairstyle, the ears, everything's just a bit different. So the thing I'm trying to balance out with animation is that it's kind of an efficiency workflow. Like it needs to be consistency. It needs to be consistent, but inconsistency ends up, I end up being like almost too perfect, or no, perfectionism. Perfectionism really hits hard. So you know how I said about I end up doing warm-ups for like 2 hours straight or something? Yeah, it's me just trying to get used to the tablet again. I am working on a vector layer, by the way. All I have to do is just touch the line and it'll erase towards whatever next line it's kind of close to. Sometimes it messes up the line, which I'll fix. Also, so I've learned a lot of animation, I guess, tips and tricks. I think his name was Dong-chan. He is an animator, a pro animator in the anime industry. He's a Canadian based in Deco, working on interesting anime I don't think I've ever seen. It has a certain accent that's definitely not Japanese, so it's like, it's an interesting mix. But he has lots and lots of tutorials and how the industry works and stuff, and that's what I've been learning from. Aside from that, there's another one called Nikke. Also been doing a lot of soul searching with just this in general, because I really do like drawing. The animation, I probably bit off more than I can chew. I mean, what better way than to just go right into it head first? It's a lot of work. A lot of things that go into, like, a lot of coordination happens. Yes, there you go. I'm in video making as well. Oh, you're gonna start animating too? And video editing. Nice. So I think, actually, when I was animating for the first couple of, I guess, seconds, I didn't learn anything yet. I was kind of just going along and learning at the same time. And then up until I hit this one, where Lycan starts talking. Yeah, when Lycan was starting to talk and stuff, this is when I started getting more, like, organized. It is a half organized, half disorganized mess, honestly, this whole thing. But I am pretty excited for it to come out, actually work on it. If you notice, there is, like, this square around the canvas. It's overflow, so typically you'll see what's inside the square. But if there's something like a camera shake or earthquake or like a panning thing where it moves, the overflow, like, you'll still see part of the character. It all really depends, because whoever's in charge of compositing, which is part of, like, the video editing part, has to work with whatever they're given, and oftentimes panning can get messy, or there's not enough information for the pan. And yes, I am still using a pen tablet, not a screenless pen tablet. I try not to get too bogged into details, but because you really only see, like, a frame or, like, half a second or less, to be honest. A pair of granite stones are just bouncing off the what the heck? Oh, Vintage Story is interesting. Hi, Ice Cream Scoop. Welcome. Well, aside from animating, I really wanted to get into manga. Actually, animations were not my thing. Oh, hi, thank you for the hearts. Animations really weren't my thing. I did make one a long time ago on the Nintendo DS. It was just someone saying wowzer. But manga was kind of my whole, like, life goal. Actually, there's a reason why the rough is like this. If I change it too much on the line work, it's not like an illustration where I can just make do with whatever I have. I have to kind of follow it semi-religiously. I don't know. This stuff is interesting. Very relaxing as needed and friends with new mayhems. What's not to like about the Vintage Story? Yay, I'm glad. As usual, most of my videos are kind of old. I'm trying to catch up as fast as I can, but again, I've just been having a lot of stuff going on. Not just animating. So I went to the part where I've been basically cooking a lot. In the last video, you probably saw some cooking. I think that's what I like to do in games. It's very repetitive, but it's also, I like repetition. It's kind of very grounding in life, which is probably why I kind of wanted to go into animation, actually, now that I think about it. Repetitious, some say it's soul-sucking, but I think the reward, the payoff, is kind of what it's all about. A few seconds of story breathed to life, I guess. Jokers and jesters, what do they all have in common? They like making jokes? I don't know. I'm very unimaginative for that. You don't have a joke to tell. I get attempt. Oops. I love clicking on things and not knowing what just happened. Wait, it's fine. You did your best with it. Oh, hi, Lycan. Yes, I know. Random. I decided... I actually was thinking about doing a stream for a while, but, things just kept happening. Congratulations, I have just lined most of the first frame. Time for frame number 2. Oh my gosh. What is going on in the chat? Thank you. It's funny seeing them fawn over their wives. Yes, Lycan and Flo are both married, not to each other, but to their wives. Imagine that, oh my gosh, if they were married to each other. Oh, I know what to do. I'll connect my phone. I don't have to keep doing that. So, fun thing about Clip Studio Paint is that you can actually use your phone to kind of move the canvas around or utilize some stuff. Like, I don't know if you can see this. Makes it a little bit easier. Sometimes I kind of wish I just used my iPad. At the same time, I have to look down and it hurts my neck after a while. I think a lot of artists can say That about pen displays. Yes, pen displays, which are different from pen tablets. You have screens. Honestly, if this thing gets a little bit sketchy for the final animation, I think it'll be fine, right? It doesn't have to be super duper perfect, but it does have to at least be good enough. So since I have the rough already kind of outlined, I might as well just... Wait, no. Oh, ha. Guess you did the lot. What? Strawberries? What? Huh? Thank you, Lycan, for... Wait, what is this? Thank you, Lycan, for coming by. Also, what is that? Is that a donation? Is that a membership? I don't know. Ah, milestone free redeem. Thank you, expert streamer. I didn't know about that. Thank you for being a member as always. Harmony, your cheese has been stolen. What do you do? Also, I know this is going to be a little TMI, but Harmony, please call your army back. I am constantly being like sleep deprived because of them for the last couple nights. Yes, as I was saying about animation, I've been learning kind of the Japanese anime style of doing things. A lot of anime studio style. There's a lot of work, a lot of collaboration, and that's why certain things are done certain ways, but they do make sense. Usually, like on the top right, you would see, I don't know, frame 2 or something, and then the timing of everything. Actually, wait, timing would probably be something like this. Well, for this one, kind of have to get the physics down. So in anime, they're actually using a pretty low frames per second, especially because everything's hand-drawn every single frame. I forgot to make a vector layer. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Also, I don't know, but I've been getting a more nasally voice lately. I don't know why. I'm not sick or anything, I think. I'm turning more into a nerd. Hello. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Sorry if you get really dizzy from me like moving around thing. That's one thing actually a lot of new artists don't do. You don't like move this. Like sometimes it's not necessary. Some people are actually pretty good at drawing sideways. Are you drawing sideways? But you know, your hand has a natural motion to it. The rat marines, oh gosh. You have a lot of energy today, Varoof. It's great though. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my tech here. So before I used to use my phone for my VTuber avatar, it's kind of weird though, because I had to place it in an awkward location and sometimes it would fall. I propped it up with a pencil. Yes, that's how MacGyvering we're gonna do it. Since I'm using my phone for Clip Studio, I actually am using my tablet. Yes, keep in mind, although I have all these fancy equipment and stuff, it's all just well maintained from buying it when I was working, when I used to work back in 2020. So aside from the really cool speed editor that a lot of you have helped me out early on, everything is still kind of like the same. Same old supplies, materials. I guess the only thing that's a little bit different is actually getting the EX version of Clip Studio Paint, because that allows you to do animations, comics, manga, stuff like that with a bit more ease. Also, they put a limitation on the Pro and the low versions, so that you need EX to do longer animations like this. I considered making like an animate with me video. I think that's been popping up a lot more recently though. I swear, there's this thing about my family. I feel like I have this curse too. Other than just being generally unlucky, we do something, or we think of doing something, and then someone else does it. I think I mentioned this before, but before peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches were a thing, my mother also made it. She was like, hey, I have something for you when I got back home. from work, or from school when I was a kid. And she gave me like the most delicious thing I've ever tasted, that peanut butter Nutella sandwich. Oh boy, it was sweet, salty, chocolatey. And then like, as I sat down and was eating, the news ended up was like, woman invents Reese's peanut butter sandwich and uses the same ingredients. And my mom was just like devastated. She's like, I thought I finally did something new for once. But yeah, I don't know, I'm impressed with that too. Maybe it's because I wait too long, but you know, limitations, gotta work with them. I have to move my paper font to draw something. Oh, about the rotation thing, yeah, absolutely fine. Actually, how many people here have you seen some of your friends, or maybe you do this too, but you kind of lean over your paper like a lot, and your paper is sideways, like completely sideways. It's not up and down like typical, like how the teacher models it, I guess. But it's like completely sideways like this. I always wondered how like comfortable that was. Well, I guess as long as you're happy, Rove. I haven't really been too active in, like, I don't want to be the type of person or creator who's just like, who pops in to the Discord server, kind of drops like, oh hi, buy my stuff, and then disappears, and then next time it's just that same thing. I really don't like that in general, so I'm trying my best. Every now and then I'll pop in, I'll look at what you guys are saying. Usually it's a good morning or good night or how are you doing, and it's great. I like it. That's the exact type of community I've always wanted. So thank you very much, guys, for being such troopers, I guess is the word. So going into a community that is bright and happy like that makes me happy. Hello, Toro. Hey, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping the finished version will be okay. I mean, honestly, it's a way to tell a story. Some animations are really cool, like they don't have any dialogue, just action, which honestly, creating a story with nothing said, pretty cool. Leaves it up to the viewer's imagination. You know, I've always wanted to create stories, so that's what I wanted to do. Well, okay, animation. The first reason actually why I started this project was because, well, I wanted to make something a little bit new, a little bit different. Still gaming, to be honest, but just not looking at the actual game. I did want to do a lot of storytelling back then. Again, with the manga. I remember I used to call it manga back then. This is before I learned Japanese. And every time I said manga or manga, I'm like, I want mangoes now. I'm hungry. I'm perpetually hungry. I don't know. Always talking about food, always thinking about food. There's this one time, please don't do this at all, but I used to bake a lot of bread. Fun fact, it was because of anime. A lot of things I do is because of anime. But this anime called Yakitate is basically, what is that one that everyone's all, like, they really like that cooking anime? Shokugeki no Soma? That's the Japanese translation. I don't remember what it's called. But anyways, so I started baking bread, and then because I love the taste of bread so much, in fact, that's my favorite food. Please never ever do this. It's like some active dry yeast. And there's a reason why it's active. It's because the yeast is still active, it's still alive. Do not eat like I did. Do not eat the yeast. I wonder if that's why I started craving bread so much more, is because the yeast inside my belly was like, hey, give us more sustenance, and controlling me from the inside. But that can actually cause a lot of damage, which is why I'm saying do not do it. Never ever eat active dry yeast. The reason why it's safe after you bake bread is because, well, the heat destroys it all. Cooking lessons with Data. There's no such thing called bad luck. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All the coincidences have just been very not in my favor. I'm surprised I'm not invoking someone specific with that talk. Are you serious? I keep forgetting. So when you're animating, I'm learning stuff as I'm going. There are layers that you can make, right? For each frame. The issue is, so I like drawing on vector because you can resize it, you can do stuff with it, you can erase more efficiently and whatnot. But if you don't like create one in every single frame, then it becomes like you end up drawing on something else. when you switch over. So I was actually drawing on a raster layer, which is, you know, your typical layer, nothing special. But when you blow it up, when you zoom in, it becomes very, 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 very pixelated. Usually when you create these frames as you go, they create the same copies of, you know, all of these on the bottom right, these layers. But because of the way I did things, inefficiently might I add, it is not automatically populating. Floor has bitten the bait. Oh, okay. Lycan wants to play Kingdom Hearts 2 on a Wednesday, or more like watch me play. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Kingdom Hearts 2 content, because it really means a lot. It is a great story. It is an amazing story. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1, definitely try it. Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely added a very, very big twist, and we haven't gotten to that part yet, but it is in the beginning. The whole Kingdom Hearts franchise is, oh my gosh, like my childhood screams when I saw that it was on sale for Steam, or Epic Games, sorry. My cast floor. Why floor? What did you have for dessert, actually? I've only been drinking my Huel, which is not a dessert. I only do in total, like, advert for it, but yeah, like I said, animation, I did learn the anime studio way. However, I do know that a lot of people, especially like American creators on YouTube, found their own way of animating, or have went to animation school, which is different. Their techniques are different. Their animation styles are different. You know, cartoons have their own flavor. And then I think about why people like anime, at least American audiences like anime, is because, well, when I look at the type of anime, it's mostly shonen or action or stuff like that. I am very much in the slice of life camp. And if you don't know what slice of life is, it's literally just like day-to-day life, but maybe with a twist, or with quirky people, quirky characters. But because, alright, animation style differences, I was surprised at how different it is. Like, apparently, when you think of animation, or when people talk about animation in, I guess, America, they most likely talk about 3D animation, which has its place. It's funny, there's an anime where they, like, the 2D animators were kind of fighting with the 3D animators, saying that, was like, why are you here? What are you doing here? Anime is supposed to be 2D. But they ended up having something amazing happen when they both work together, where they complement each other. But 3D kind of isn't really my thing. It's funny because I started with a VR chat. It's kind of always been 2D. Another thing about Japanese anime, there is they'll talk about drawing on ones, or 2s and 3s usually. Anime is usually done on 3s, so that's every third frame is a drawing. But in American animation, it's usually done on 2s, and you'll see that a lot of their movements are more fluid. And I'm kind of nerding out here as usual, whether it's food or art. But yeah, I hope you guys are okay with me kind of exploring a few things other than VR chat. VR chat's great, but I'm still gaming. It's not as much. I really only game if Floor, Lycan, want to play something. Thank you for your patience. I don't want to release something just half done. Even if it does take a little bit longer, I hope you guys enjoy the final product of whatever's gonna happen. Is it possible to put Floor in a cardboard box? Why is it gonna be a solid snake? Oh, he's talking about food. Banana cream pie, chocolate cream pie. Honestly, cream pies are delicious. I think my favorite is actually coconut cream pie. My mom also loves cream pies. I think that's why I enjoy them as well. It's because she introduced me to them. Milk and cookies. I have not had milk and cookies actually in a long time. Oh, before anyone really like leaves, question for you guys. Would you guys be interested in more live streams like this, or just continually work on it? Every time I work on it, I'll live stream it. Or would you rather me just finish the thing and then, because you know it's kind of still a, gosh, my data brain is dying. It's a work in progress, but it's still kind of spoiling it in a way. It's good to explore new things. Oh yes, Live stream it. Okay, that's one live stream. Obviously, the like the drawing part, I guess, will be the live stream, and then when I put together in my normal video editing, that's when you'll see the final product afterwards. But I guess during it, you'll just see me drawing over and over and over again. The idea of live streaming, or the idea of animation, was like, oh yeah, I can totally do that, knowing or do that in like a couple days, knowing the like process and the idea of things behind it. But then when actually doing it, I'm like, why is this taking me 40 times longer than I wanted? I think it's really just I need to practice and practice and keep doing it over and over again. Yes, I know there's a curve tool for these very long curves. Okay, I give up. Yeah, I'm gonna do the curve tool. There's a reason why tools are there for us to use them. I don't use the normal curve tool very much. It's mostly just the continuous curve tool. Look at those beautiful lines. Another reason why vector layers are great. Vector. I have direction and magnitude. Fluffy dreams. Okay. Hi, MCO. Welcome, welcome. Well, thank you very much for coming by, Firefox. I know it is late. I planned to stream actually earlier, but I fell asleep. Anyways, hope you have a good night. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, MCO. Welcome. You can actually see what I'm working on. I know that you saw some stuff in the membership video, and in that membership video, you actually saw kind of version 1 of an animation. I'll show you real quick. Look, like it looks different. Cross those lines just to be safe. And you can erase it. There you go. Boom. I think I forgot the glasses on the previous one. There you go. My glasses are very simple. I'm gonna figure out a better glasses design. Typically in manga, you just see like this, like U shape, I guess. Are the comments readable on the right side? Oh, I forgot to update the supporters. Ugh. Interesting choice in axe. Oh yes, this axe is from Pal World. It has a very unique axe. Sometimes I wonder if I overcomplicated my character in the new sheet. See on the top left here, I don't know. You see there's a bit of red. I did add a little bit of red underlining, or eye makeup, I guess. I don't know. Someone said they liked the red aesthetic. I think it has partly to do with, what's that one game called again? Genshin Impact. It's fine, just not good to read on a tiny screen. Ah, okay. And time to take a swig of water. Beep beep boop. Yes, my chair is squeaky. Type of axe is meant for combat. Oh, is that so? Maybe that's why they put it in Pal World, is because, well, it is kind of a messed up game, but a Viking axe. What was loud? The pouring and drinking. Oh, I'm so sorry. Drinking water ASMR, I guess? Oh, right. Almost forgot to add the vector layer. In-game sound. Oh, right, that's right, you're playing Vintage Story. I think it's funny, someone, in the first Vintage Story video I released, thought that the sounds of getting hurt, the me 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 me, was from their computer. Oh my gosh, that looks messy. And in case you're wondering, the green is kind of like the next frame, the red is the frame before. It's called onion skinning. And the blue is kind of the rough I drew underneath where to draw next. But it can be overwhelming as well, so. Pouring and drinking, really did. Should I replace that sound with the one I had for my Minecraft village? Oh no, oh no. You will make Lottie very sad. In case you're wondering which sound it is, Laura's installed a mod in Minecraft a long time ago, where it does the Leviosa. Oh, I feel a yawn coming. I think you can see this on screen. Excuse me. What, yawning? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, it is contagious, but it is nighttime for many people here. Also, thank you for liking the videos, or the live stream. I should really keep live streams to shorter time period. That way, I can learn how to get faster at this as well. Yes, animation is drawing, redrawing, so much redrawing. Like writing, you make a first draft. I'm not trying to make this animation too, what's the word? Like, it's not supposed to be wow, like animation is amazing. It's more, again, to tell the story. I'm sorry for making you guys yawn. Making fingers on the fly. No, that's not how you draw fingers, like that. One of the banes of drawing for many people, fingers. Anyone else have issues with drawing fingers? What, odd question to ask people if they know how to draw fingers? Let's see, I actually have some references here. I have references for hands. Where could they be? Aha! Fingers. One of the funky, oh gosh. One of the funky things about being a furry artist is that the fingers are not exactly human, so it can kind of be difficult. If you notice, a lot of animation is kind of tracing. Not saying tracing other people's characters, but tracing like reused stuff. I made this character sheet because I can trace the hands and whatnot, but it doesn't always have like all the hands I need. It's more a general consensus of like the heights of the character, the proportions, whatnot. And it's starting to get looking a little messy. I don't know anyone who enjoys drawing digits. I would take a photo of my hand and trace the big fat beans to fudge hand spin. Yes. You know what? Here, I'll draw you a bean. There's your bean. Add a fingernail. There. You now have a or a finger segment. Anyways, if you actually look at Japanese furry, kimono, or like even, I don't know what the style is called anymore, for the more human shaped ones, but I've noticed that they have they have human feet, ankles, and hands. Sometimes they can pull it off really well, other times you'll get that really creepy, like unnerving human hand look. Oh my gosh, I want to play a visual novel right now. Oh, I've been reading a lot of manga. Like a lot. Legal manga, of course. The one I'm reading currently is I've been reading Girlfriend. It is, I think an anime actually came out, but I never saw it. I was reading Girlfriend when it first came out, and it's basically about how like a healthy, or struggling with having a healthy polyamorous relationship. Yes, I know it is. I think I bought this in 2020 before I met anyone at all. So no, there's no connection there, but basically main character, it is hilarious. If you ever watched Aho Girl, this is from the same creator. So this girl confesses to a guy. This guy is just straight laced, like something's just, he's just super quirky in the way where he really cares about everyone around him. And is so brutally honest with everything, including his own feelings. So this girl confesses to her on the rooftop. Has the qualities of like cooking. Tried her hardest to get to where she is now, basically. Sucks at studying still, but you know, this is a high school, I think, story. The guy though already has a girlfriend, and so what he ends up doing is like, he ends up bringing it up to his girlfriend. It's like, hey, is it okay if all three of us start dating or something? Obviously, it was met with a lot of resistance. But after seeing the new girl's like skills and everything, she just really likes her as well, but has conflicting feelings about it. And you know, the new girl also had her eye on the guy. Like, it's very controversial sounding, I know. I'm not doing it justice by explaining it the way it is. You just have to read it. The flow of the character's dialogue is hilarious. Gosh, these hands. The hands look like hands. Yay. Yes, there is a lot of yelling in the manga, but there's a reason why. It's just funny. Hello John, hello Primogen. I have no idea what's going on. Time for hands number 2. I'll just try to free draw this. It really is just basic shapes. Blueberry starpers. What the heck? Some strange, interesting stuff going on. So as I was saying, other manga I've been reading is the wholesome ones I can think of are... There, let me double check. Oh right, Flying Witch. That's a really good one. Like, their art style is amazing. She does a really, really good job. But Flying Witch, oh gosh, my chair. Flying Witch is basically all about a witch in training who moves in with her family, which consists of a guy who's in the same like grade as her, because she's like a cousin, or he's a cousin, and like, oh, and the guy has a little sister as well. So in the wonderful world of just witchcraft and magic and stuff, like you'll see some, like at the Harbinger, what else? How do I describe this? Here, I'll show a picture actually. It was used for reference. So this is, I really should cover up the actual dialogue, but basically this is Flying Witch. It looks very normal, looks very slice of lifey, but there are a lot more magical stuff going on. One of the characters has been turned into a furry and only really returns to human form at night. That's not why I read it actually. I read it because it has such a unique art style and a nice just vibe. But anyways, I'm going through that undo trap again. I've also been reading a lot of light novels. And which light novels, you may ask? Gosh, a lot of the names of the light novels and manga I read are kind of misleading if you don't know. Let's see, one of them is it's kind of an old one, but I'll even defeat the demon lord if it's for my daughter or something. It's very wholesome, the guy who's like amazing ends up finding like a demon child. It's abandoned, and so he helps her, and it's basically his daughter. Another one I've been reading is A Sister's All You Need, and it does play off that little sister trope. It's a satire, so it's supposed to be making fun of it in a way. But the characters are very well fleshed out. The anime is fun. They get to play D&D as well. And again, a lot of these sound very misleading. Also tried to be a novelist way back in the day. I did write maybe 60 pages out of 100 for a school term. In high school, we were supposed to write a novel, like 100 pages, Times New Roman, you know, whatnot. Oh, my mother is home. Thankfully, I didn't have to cook today. She actually brought some food home, or she is bringing food home. However, I'm not eating that food. I just told her to double up on whatever food she wants. I've been drinking Huel. I used to eat and drink Huel every day. You don't know what that is? It's like Soylent? Not Soylent Green, not the fictional one that's scary. But Huel is like, it has all the nutrients your body needs. And I actually felt my best just drinking that 3 months straight. And mind you, I was running about 10 miles a day because my job demanded it. And I was able to do that because I used to train to get into the military. I was not in the military, but I did meet a lot of really cool individuals who ended up making it. And I hope they are doing well these days. But yeah, so it's a lot cheaper than buying food. But you know, you gotta be able to stomach drinking the same thing, even though they have different flavors like cinnamon roll, mint chocolate. They're all mostly sweet flavors, and they do have a hot and savory version. You just kind of heat it up with water, kind of like how instant noodles are, but they're not instant noodles, they're other things. I don't know, highly recommend if you have no time to cook and you want to save some money. But again, you'd have to be able to stomach drinking the same thing every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can also just replace your breakfast for it. Nice. I recently read 99 + 9 Reforced Wooden Stick. That is an awesome title name. Facial expressions are golden. Honestly, facial expressions in manga are just great when done right. Oh my gosh, + 99 Reinforced Wooden Stick, the very first like newbie RPG weapon. Take a look at that too. Baby Tyrant. Where have I heard that from? What is it about for? Girls are reincarnated as beings destined for the throne but refuse. Oh yeah. There are a lot of isekai reincarnation ones where they're destined for something. They're like, nah, I don't feel like doing it. Like there's another manga that I read also called Being a Saint? No, I wanted to be a beast tamer or something like that. And she has like the most OP skills and stuff, but all she really wanted to do was just be a beast tamer and find all the fluffy things. Like she's kind of weird as most, like in a good way, but she just really wants to the fluff, or so to speak, and she refuses to be the saint that everyone was looking forward to. Oh, and the reason why she wanted just the fluff is because when she was alive as a human, immediately when she was birthed, she just basically had to be connected to tubes and everything in the hospital. Very sad. So the god of the world, interdimensional god, was like, you've had a really bad life. Would you like something, would you like to try another chance at life or something? And so she gets isekai and birthed by the amazing swordsman, the master swordsman that everyone knows, and the mage, I guess, who's the wife from the same party. Good night, Floor. Thank you for coming. I will also wrap it up. Anyways, so I feel like I really didn't get much done, but that's how I feel like in most animations, or in just animating this in general. I can still say that I did quite a lot, actually, even though it's only been 4 frames, because it's like drawing the same illustration over and over again, minus the coloring. The coloring would take a while, and I already had the rough down, so yes, this does take a while. Either that or I'm just slow. Again, I'm trying to get faster at this, trying to get used to the tools. In case you were wondering if anyone is still left over, I am using the XP Deco, or XP Pen Deco 01 V2, which is just this basic pen tablet. It's the wired one from before the wireless one was released. And I'm also using Clip Studio Paint EX, the one that allows me to animate. It has lots of features. I'm not really advertising these things, but just more like what I'm using. And then what's the other one? Yeah, that's pretty much all the tools I'm using, really. I am using my phone in companion mode, so I can move the canvas around and rotate, and I'm sorry if it got you guys dizzy, but you really don't have to use too much. Just get a basic computer, basic pen tablet, and all it is just doing, really, learning. If you know how to do illustration, animation is just kind of like another step, or maybe 100 steps. In any case, I had a lot of fun talking to you guys again. It's been a long time since I've live streamed. Thank you very much for coming by, helping me help support me. Maybe next time I'll be able to ink the cooking part. Like, gosh, I look a little intense there. Huion H420. I like was a small Huion. I'm not very familiar with the Huion line. I'm more experienced in the XP pen. But, even with the ones that were made for Osu, which is like this Elite Beat Agent spin-off that became really popular, even with those tiny ones, you can still make a lot of stuff. Really cool stuff. They're cheap. They're less than $100. Well, I say cheap, but relatively speaking, they're not like, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting? Wacom? It's like $2,000 for a pen display. Even $300 or $400 for a pen tablet. But in any case, I can nerd for days on end about art tools. But once again, thank you very much for supporting me. I'm hoping to do more live streams like this to kind of just fill in the lack of videos. I may have been burning myself out, maybe. At least I'm doing something and I enjoy. So thanks again for supporting me. Thanks again for watching all the stuff that I post. So anyways, thank you very much. I hope to see you again next time. Have a good night, day, wherever you are. I'll see you next time. I'm waving as if I have my VR headset. Bye. One last yawn. Thank you for the good night.